Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into my channel. And if the title doesn't tell you all you need to know, hopefully this video will clear some things up. So, as you may know, earlier this afternoon, today is June 15th, Monday, June 15th, 2020, eBay employees, 6 eBay employees were charged with sending threats and other various things to an editor of an online e-commerce blog / newsletter that many of you are familiar with. You can probably take a guess. I won't say the name of it, but I'm sure it'll appear in the comments below. I want to read from CBS Boston, Channel 4 WBZ CBS Boston, which I'll link for you guys below. I want to read the story, and I also want to read the response from an eBay executive, Jordan Sweetum, which you guys may be familiar with, took over this year. And I want you to know that I love eBay. I've made hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars over the last decade in profits. eBay is a fantastic site. It's a fantastic platform. As far as the leadership and the executives, I believe that, with the exception of these 6 people, at least I hope, are a good team who are out to make money. If they make money, we make money, and everybody wins. With that said, before I go any further, this story started with employees trying to intimidate or force the e-commerce website and blog to take down stories that were critical of eBay. They didn't like what they wrote, and so they took them down, or tried to have them taken down through intimidation and other ways that I'll tell you about in a second. I too last year had some issues, which I'm not going to get into, but I'm just going to say that one of my videos on eBay no longer exists on my YouTube channel. And that's all I'm going to say, and you guys can take that at face value and for what it's worth. So let's read the story out of Boston. 6 former eBay executives and employees are facing federal charges after they allegedly led a cyberstalking campaign against a Natick couple they believed was critical of the company in an online e-commerce newsletter. I'll link part of this up in one of the corners here. U.S. Attorney Andrew Lelling said the eBay employees' harassment included sending the couple disturbing deliveries that included a bloody pig mask, a box of live cockroaches, and a funeral wreath. The employees also allegedly sent anonymous threatening messages and traveled to Massachusetts to conduct covert surveillance of the victims. They traveled from California to Massachusetts. It was a determined, systematic effort of senior employees of a major company to destroy the lives of a couple in Natick, all because they published content company executives didn't like. I'm reading this verbatim, quoting, this is not me, my opinions, this is directly off CBS's local Boston affiliate. James Ball, 45, of San Jose, California, eBay's former director of safety and security. Guys, the former director of safety and security, and former eBay director of global resiliency, David Harville, 48, so 45-year-old and 48-year-old men, of New York City, were among the 6 charged on Monday. So James Ball lives out in California, David Harville in New York City. Also charged were Stephanie Pop, 32, of San Jose, Stephanie Stockwell, 26, of Redwood City, California, Veronica Zeke, 26, of San Jose, and Brian Gilbert, 51, of San Jose. So everyone out in San Jose, Redwood City, except looks like their former director of global resiliency, David Harville's out of New York City. Each is charged with conspiracy to commit cyberstalking and conspiracy to tamper with witnesses. Pop was eBay's senior manager of global intelligence. Stockwell was the company's manager of global intelligence center. Zia was a contractor who worked as an intelligence analyst within the GIC, and Gilbert was a senior manager of special operations for eBay's global security team. Gilbert, also a former police captain. Lelling said that Natick couple serves as an editor and publisher for an online newsletter that covers e-commerce companies. According to the prosecutor, members of eBay's executive leadership team followed the newsletter and took issue with the content and anonymous comments under the stories. In 2019, 2 members of the leadership team allegedly sent or forwarded text messages saying it was time to take down the newsletter's editor. One of the messages said the group wanted to crush this lady, referring to the editor. Again, you guys can probably take a guess at what publication they're talking about. Many of you are subscribed and get the emails, and it's a very popular one indeed. When asked if further charges could be filed, Lelling said the investigation is active and ongoing. 2 unnamed executives are included in the complaint that had roles above ball, higher. It's very high up. I don't think I would characterize the conduct as rogue, because as seen in the complaint, the directive to do something about this goes pretty high up the chain within eBay. In other words, just like they're saying, the complaint includes 2 unnamed executives higher than these folks, above them in the chain. The couple then received a host of deliveries aimed at intimidating them. The deliveries included fly larvae, live spiders, a box of live cockroaches, a sympathy wreath on the occasion of a death of a loved one, a book of advice on how to survive the death of a spouse, pornography mailed to their next door neighbor but in the couple's name, Halloween masks featuring the face of a bloody pig, a pig fetus which was ordered but after an inquiry by the supplier, thankfully was never sent. On August 18th, just after midnight, the eBay employees allegedly posted a classified ad on Craigslist claiming to be from the Natick couple, inviting singles, couples, and swingers to their house to party after 10 p.m. every night. People were encouraged to knock on the couple's door anytime, day or night. All the employees were fired by eBay following an investigation, and the company cooperated with investigators. For a while, they succeeded, psychologically devastating these victims for weeks. The result, as alleged in the complaint, was a systematic campaign fueled by the resources of a Fortune 500 company to emotionally and psychologically terrorize this middle-aged couple in Natick with the goal of deterring them from writing bad things online about eBay. eBay said it was notified in August 2019 about the alleged conduct of its employees and launched a comprehensive investigation. All of the employees involved were fired in September of 2019. So October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, about 9 to 10 months ago. eBay took these allegations very seriously from the outset. Upon learning of them, eBay moved quickly to investigate thoroughly and take appropriate action. An independent special committee formed by eBay's board of directors. The company cooperated fully and extensively with law enforcement authorities throughout the process. eBay does not tolerate this kind of behavior and apologized to the affected individuals and is sorry that they were subjected to this. eBay holds its employees to a high standard of conduct and ethics and will continue to take appropriate action to ensure the standards are followed. Part of the investigation included what role did former CEO Devin Wenig have in the incident. The internal investigation found that while Mr. Wenig's communications were inappropriate, there was no evidence that he knew in advance about or authorized the actions that were later directed towards the blogger and her husband. However, as the company previously announced, there were a number of considerations leading to his departure from the company. Take that for what it's worth, you guys. So there's a comment section, which I will link below. Now, I want to forward you guys onto Jordan Sweeten of eBay's announcement today. He followed this up with a statement on the eBay community board. And I have the link in my phone, which I'm unfortunately recording on right now. But here is his community post from today, June 15th, 2020. Posted Pacific time at 9:58 a.m. So 10 a.m. Pacific, 11:12, 1 p.m. out here in the East Coast. It is about a little after 4 p.m. when I'm recording this. This is Jordan's statement, and he's the Senior Vice President and GM of North America right now. Every day I wear an eBay t-shirt to work. I'm so proud of the brand and believe in its mission. I'll link this below for you guys as well. One that's carried out with the help of thousands of employees and hundreds of thousands of sellers, supported by millions of buyers. eBay is about connecting people. It's a company that was founded on the idea that people are basically good. It pains me to write this, and you may have already seen the very disturbing news. Last year, some of our employees acted maliciously and harassed a blogger who writes about the company and her husband. Once this was brought to our attention, we investigated, and those individuals were immediately terminated. Since then, as authorities conducted their own investigation, eBay has cooperated fully in every aspect. Neither the company nor any current employee was indicted. Not the company or any current employees, only the former employees, the ones that were fired. This is the first time, at the request of law enforcement, that anyone from the company is allowed to speak about the events. eBay will never tolerate this kind of behavior and has apologized to those affected. So they were on a gag order for the last 9 months. As sellers, I imagine you feel shocked and saddened as I do. Working at eBay has been a badge of honor for me for more than 12 years. Many of you have sold on the platform and built your business on eBay for 25 years. Like me, you choose to be here. That's right, we choose to be there. There are many places you could sell and many places I could work. Again, true statement. But eBay has always been unique and special. That comes from the integrity of our community, our unwavering commitment to supporting each other as we find ways to improve. My top priority after rejoining eBay as head of North America was to rebuild the seller organization, and thanks to your candid, often pointed feedback, we've made some significant changes. Through your willingness to share your personal experiences, we've been able to get better. And while eBay has a long way to go, there's been progress in recent months, and we continue to be in the service to you. I want to be able to tell you that this news won't be a distraction, but that wouldn't be true. Like many of my colleagues who try their very best to make eBay a great company, I'm angry and frustrated. What we do know definitely, these were isolated incidents and not a systemic issue. All employees are very clear in their mission. Our community of buyers and sellers are the customer, and you come first. For those who know me personally, I've always been transparent, sometimes to a fault, and this will never stop, and I'm more dedicated than ever to being your trusted partner. We will always continue to strive to live up to your expectations. Tomorrow, I'll put on an eBay shirt and work my hardest, bring the same focus and integrity to this job that I did on my very first day back in 2004. While this is the most disappointing moment I've ever experienced as an employee and as a leader, I know what this brand stands for, and that will never change. Jordan. Okay, so let me speak on this kind of off the record-ish, even though we're here on the record. I believe that eBay does, again, have a ton of good people. I believe that people like Jordan are good employees at eBay. Or leaders. You know, he's an executive, he's a leader. He's a senior vice president and GM. And I'm gonna reach out to Jordan. I've already reached out to another one of my contacts who's a couple steps below Jordan, but and has been there just as long, if not longer. So here's the thing. The fact that eBay employees on an executive global level attempted to censor and silence a blogger who had an opinion and spoke out about the company does not surprise me, in my opinion. The level and the actions that they took is shocking. It's angering, it's frustrating, it's shocking that anybody at any company would go to those links to do it. But, and I'm not saying that those actions were, something I would have ever in a million years guessed that they would have went that route. If you asked me if eBay was going to silence somebody, if I was going to hear a story where eBay attempted to silence somebody, or executives or rogue employees or whatever it is, those actions wouldn't have been the ones that I would have said that's what I think they would have done. There's another route that I believe, in my opinion, that they would have taken. And they didn't, and it's odd. Now, I can't say much more than what I'm saying here. Like I started the video with, there's content of mine that no longer exists on the internet or YouTube. That's all I'm going to say. I think Jordan's a good guy, and I think his statement was on point, but it isn't my job here to leave my suggestions or, really beyond what I've told you. I've reported the story, I read the statements, and that's all I'm going to say. Anything else is up to you guys. Comment it below. Tell me what you think. Tell me your initial thoughts when you heard this story. Tell me what you think about what I've just said in the video about, whatever it is you want to say, leave it below. I'm just going to leave the video at that. I reached out to the executives. I'll wait to see what more they have to say. One of them tried to call me a little while ago. I missed the call. So we'll see. We'll see what they have to say. We'll see what the reactions are. We'll see what this means for eBay. I want to wait and see what you guys have to say before I comment any further. But this isn't something that I would have thought ever would have happened or that I ever would have read. And it's pretty shocking. It's pretty shocking to actually see that it happened, because this isn't the route that if somebody didn't like what somebody else says about them, that I think that a company would, or somebody in a company would have gone to. I think there's other routes they could have taken, or other things that would have happened before this. So hopefully this is a wake-up call for a lot of people, and hopefully for the company and for the employees and for the executives. And I hope that these people that were fired are prosecuted to the fullest extent. All right. Sorry I had to put this video out, guys. eBay's still a great platform. I think you should still sell on eBay. I think they're going to fix it. I think things are going to turn around, and I think that, they have a good leader. So we'll see. I'm not paid by eBay. This isn't a paid video. I'm not an affiliate. I do work with eBay's partner program where I link you stuff and I get paid for those. But outside of that, I don't get paid to make videos for eBay. I know a lot of people think that. I don't. I just genuinely think eBay is a good platform, and I've made a ton of money off of it over the last decade. So please don't misconstrue that as I'm an affiliate or I'm being paid or I work for eBay or anything like that. I don't. My only connection with eBay as far as paid is my eBay partner network links, which are the links you see in my posts and my videos and whatnot. So that's it. All right, guys, I'll see you a little bit later. And I will, of course, check the comments as much as possible tonight.